Hi there. Welcome or welcome back if you're returning. Either way, I appreciate you being here a lot, taking the time out of your day to watch my video or just listen to it. Today is Saturday, November 29th. I had to think on that one. And I just wanted to go over Thanksgiving and Black Friday a little bit with you. Thanksgiving went well. I had one plate, one piece of pie. I overate my hunger by about that much. I didn't go way overboard. That morning, the morning of Thanksgiving, I weighed in at 183.6, which is where I'd been hanging out. And Friday morning, I weighed in at 186.3. I'm not surprised. I had some inflammation and some water retention from all the salt, and there was lots of butter, and it was delicious, and I have zero regrets. This morning, I weighed in at 183 even. So I'm calling it a 0.6 loss for the week. Friday is my normal weigh-in day, but obviously that was blown out of the water because of Thanksgiving. And it was like the Home Alone house there at my dad and stepmom. Sorry, the table's shaking a little bit. There were just tons of people. And one of those people was my stepmom's brother, Scott, whom I don't personally care for. I just think he's a putz. At any rate, my brother wasn't feeling well, i.e. he didn't want to deal with the family. And so when he asked, "Where's Mike?" my dad said, "Oh, he's not feeling well." And Scott said, "Surprised he'd be willing to miss a meal." How dare! How dare! I don't care. My brother is a big boy. I don't care if he is the biggest boy. I don't care if he's literally the world's fattest man. He's not. But I don't care what size my brother is. You don't make comments like that. That is some bullshit. So rude. Another comment this guy made, he has multiple properties and he's sitting there knowing that multiple members of this family are working class, on a fixed income, blue collar, rednecky types. And sorry, the table's shaking. And he's like, yeah, money's a burden when you have a lot of it. Yeah, it's such a burden for you with your rental properties and going to Spain every year and having multiple boats. Good grief. At any rate, that was Thanksgiving. That was the goss from Thanksgiving. Black Friday, I found lots of items. I want to show you my Black Friday haul. Love in the Time of Serial Killers. I got at the bookstore. It's a book I've been looking for a long time. You would think I would have bought it when I worked at the bookstore, but we didn't have it in stock. And now I saw it, so I got that. I got a $30 gift card for my nephew as part of his Christmas present. And then I got these straight leg, sort of slight flare at the bottom, it looks like, but they're straight leg exercise pants on clearance for $11.99 at Old Navy, which was even better than the sale they were having, which was 50% off of everything. I was looking at exercise clothes and they were like $34.99 or $35.99. So half of that would have been like $15, $16, whatever. And these were there. Somebody just dropped them and I inspected them and they were perfectly fine. So somebody must have wanted, you know, the straight leggings that, I don't know, the ones that go all the way around your leg, like to keep you warmer than the straight leg, which has more airflow. You don't want the airflow. So these just got abandoned. So I'm not working out outdoors right now. So I don't care. I was happy with my finds. And that was my great big Black Friday haul. And now, today, I'm going to be putting up my Christmas tree and watching The Grinch, and I will see you later. Hi there, I'm back. Today is now Monday, December 8th, and I wanted to go over weeks 22 and 23. Um, weeks 22 included Thanksgiving for me. And I gotta confess, I am not 100% on the weeks. I'm doing my best guesstimate from when I started. So it could actually be week 20, week 21, but it's like right there. So anyway, it's not a perfect system. Well, I talked about Thanksgiving already, and I talked about Black Friday already. Let's talk about my symptoms. I haven't really had any. Sometimes I get some sulfur burps if I lay on my left side, but that's the only time I get them. If I lay on my right side, on my back, on my tummy, if I'm sitting, no, nothing. But if I lay on my left side, I get sulfur burps. I don't know. It is what it is. Um, I haven't had any nausea. I haven't had any extra constipation, anything that has been bothersome. I've the 10 milligrams has been really good to me. Um, I'm liking it, actually. Excuse me. That was not a sulfur burp. It was just I had dinner recently. Um, Weigh in. My last weigh in, which was Friday, I was 182.4, which is exactly where I've been hanging out, like 182.4, 183.2, 182.2, 183.6, 182.6. Like there's this like 2 pound area that I've been hanging out in. And I think my body is an adjustment period. And that happens previously when I've lost weight. There are certain numbers like the 200 mark, the 180 mark. My body just wants to sort of plateau, and I get through it, but I'm not calling it a stall because I don't feel like I'm doing something to stall my progress. I think my body's adjusting, and it's like, hey, let's, you're climbing up this hill or going down this hill. Let's sit on this plateau here and take a breath, get used to things. So I'm okay with it. I, I was before having real problems with being envious of people losing weight faster. But, with all the lovely comments and support and feedback from my family members and from my doctor, and just in general, how I feel like it's okay to go slow. Um, if you watch Slow and Steady with Andy, she really makes me feel good about going slow. Um, there's nothing wrong with being a turtle. Turtles rule. So I'm making peace with that my body is going to plateau at certain points, and my body is going to kind of take its sweet time. But I also changed my eating patterns a little bit. Um, I switched from keto bread to regular bread. I don't eat a lot of bread, so I'm not worried about it. Um, I might have a slice of toast in the morning. Um, and I've just, like, I still focus on getting protein and fiber, but I guess I was eating a lot of meat, and that is not a sustainable life. I was getting into low carb territory, which there's nothing wrong with. Go you if you can do it. I like pasta way too much. And on a cold day, cup of noodles. So I was getting into the keto slash low carb territory, and for me, that is not sustainable. So I started introducing more carbs and I changed up some of what I was eating. And I was not living in fear of bananas because they had so much sugar. So I made a few changes. Like, yes, I'm still focusing on protein, I'm still focusing on fiber and vegetables and fruits, but I'm making sure that the choices I make and the food pattern that I follow is a sustainable one. So that might slow me down a bit, but that's okay because I'd rather have a long term sustainable plan that I can continue to do after I have hit my goal weight than something that is not gonna be long term. So I come back to side effects because I don't really think it's a side effect, but I had bacon and eggs for dinner tonight, like 2 strips of bacon, 1 egg with spinach, and 1 slice of toast. Apparently, I don't like bacon anymore. I don't know. I was munching on it and I was like, this is way too salty. There's way too much fat in this. Like, maybe I should try turkey bacon because I do like to use it in morning breakfast wraps. I don't know. But apparently, right now, I don't like bacon. And it used to be the highlight of the meal. I mean, anyone who watches Jim Gaffigan knows it's bacon, bibbity bobbity bacon. So, yeah, that's another food aversion that I'm logging. So, I just thought that was interesting. I don't really have much else to say, except I've really been enjoying watching all your channels and your videos and commenting. I really enjoy engaging with you guys, um, making friendships, and I really appreciate all the comments that you guys give me and the feedback and the likes. Um, it just makes me feel really good that people watch my video and sometimes people relate. And the truth is that, you know, sometimes a commenter on your video may have insight that, or just the way they word the comment can be like, yeah, yeah, you know, or maybe you have respect for that particular vlogger and you're like, yeah, that person, I respect what they have to say. So I just really respect and appreciate all the comments you guys leave and the likes. And I just want you to enjoy my videos. And I know I talk slow sometimes, but obviously you can change up the speed. Watch me at 1.2 speed. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Go ahead and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Consider sharing, and I will see you next time.